What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26. We are returning to year 2 in the Dynasty, and we got 2 more conference games in this video. We are nearing the end of year 2, and today we are taking on the South Florida Bulls. One of the teams who beat us last year in the regular season, our only conference loss. Therefore, a team I want to get revenge on. But unfortunately for USF, they are having a down season. I was hoping we could kind of have a narrative building to where we could possibly see them in the conference championship in somewhat of a cool, dynamic rivalry, but ultimately they have fallen off. With that being said, a lot of their losses have been close losses and heartbreaking losses, I would imagine. But this is a team that knows they are capable of beating us. They did it last year, but we are now a top 25 ranked team for the past couple of weeks. We are number 16 right now, sitting behind UCLA. We've got undefeated Florida still leading the way at number 1. But at 7-1 so far, we are standing tall. In the American Conference, we are still undefeated with 4 more games left on the schedule, but so is Boise State, who actually is leading the conference on us by 1 game, a new addition to the American Conference. It is setting up right now if we both can win out for a Boise State North Texas American Conference Championship. So we would not be seeing, and as you can see, Boise State's getting the 12 seed over. This is Tulane all over again, who is not quite as competitive as they were last year. Boise State is there as the 12 seed. We're going to have our shot to play them if we both win out. But they have Tyler Williams and the South Florida Bulls. This is a wide receiver in the Heisman conversation, and this is a Chaz Nimrod revenge spot right here. So 1 of 2 games begins right now. Here comes Larry Garfield and the South Florida Bulls. This is actually a new QB for them. Last year we did not have to deal with this guy, but it's wide open. Oh my goodness, Patrick Smith-Young blows the coverage, one of our defensive leaders, and right out of the gate, USF, they don't care about their record, they don't care about our ranking, they don't care about being on the road. It is a quick strike to open up this ball game, and here is Earl Uche on the run right there. That is going to get a solid gain of 7, bringing up the first third down of the game, 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. Here is Garfield. It's up the gut, and there he is in the backfield. Earl Uche met by J.J. Jean Lewis, and that is going to be behind the sticks. 4th and 4. South Florida sends out the field goal unit, and it's off. It doinks the upright. Smiles from head coach Stevie Ball, some decent stats from Bryce Baker in his freshman season, and the offense comes out for the first time today, avoiding a 3-point deficit. 1st and 10. Here is Seth McGowan, our top transfer, with a nice stiff arm. Get off me, boy. That is an 8-yard gain there to get the drive going. 2nd and 2, Baker gonna call the play for himself. It's a QB draw here. Taylor Shanatron with the block. Baker is taken off. The 87 speed. It's a 43-yard rush, and I've been telling y'all every game, Bryce Baker has wheels, and we have to utilize it more. Here is a screen. Seth McGowan is going to get a juke. That's another first down. Seth McGowan having a productive start to the day. And now North Texas in the all-green uniforms is in striking distance. Looking to get revenge from last year's loss. McGowan on the outside is going to chop his feet. Met at about the 10-yard line, but chops it down to the 2 instead. Subbing into the game, here is RB3, Mackenzie McGill! The senior finds a way on his first touch in a couple of games. Is going to result in the first touchdown of the day. I know some first touchdown better is pissed. Who the fuck's Mackenzie McGill? Mackenzie McGill's got us up 7-0. Garfield scrambling out, throw on the run, an absolute dime. A good response to open up the drive for the South Florida Bulls here on the road, just outside North Texas territory from the shotgun. Number 3, Garfield. Plenty of time. Is going to be sacked in the backfield. Ethan Wesolowski making the play there. Had to convince him to transfer. I don't think he regrets that decision to stay, seeing as he's on a top 25 ranked team. South Florida now behind the sticks. It's Earl Uche not getting it going. J.J. Jean Lewis is making it a problem for him to get going. And here is 3rd and long. J.J. Jean Lewis has a sack and a fumble. Garfield throws one impressive pass and the rest is disruption. Avion Carter with the forced fumble. 1st and 10 here for North Texas, their 2nd drive of the day. Baker making time, and how did he squeak that in? Miles Coleman, I thought that was an interception, but the junior speedster, Miles Coleman, manages to hang on to that one, and it's a 1st down. Very solid opening 1st quarter here, forcing them to -7 rushing yards. They are outpassing us, but the scoreboard would reflect differently, seeing as they missed that field goal. 1st and 10. Subbing into the game, Terrell Washington coming off of his 4-touchdown game. Screen pass, has an outside edge, is going to get tackled after gaining a 1st down. That is his 2nd reception on the day. Calling his number now, number 84. This is the jet touch pass. Chaz Nimrod, former South Florida Bull. He's got the speed. Does he have the playmaking ability? Chaz Nimrod, the revenge game is underway. His 1st touch of the day, he finds the speed to the outside edge, jukes his way in for a touchdown, and North Texas all of a sudden is up 14-0. Earl Uche still not managing to get much going on the ground, and it's a 3rd and 3 for the North Texas defense. They're going to stick with the run, and it's Walasowski not falling for the read option with Garfield, and deep in their own territory, they are staying on the field. They can feel the tide of the momentum. They're actually going to go for it, and it's short! Taken down behind the line, B.J. Allen. I thought they may have given him forward progress there, but instead, North Texas with beautiful field position, the defense taking full advantage of that risky play call, and Seth McGowan with another strong run. It goes for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Baker from the shotgun. He's going to have an open man! Freshman to freshman connection. It's Glenn Bell, number 85, wide open. North Texas has busted this game wide open right now. But hold on, that is a quick strike and an interception. Patrick Smith Young is going to bring this one 20 yards out, and North Texas is just having a day. Garfield not able to get much motion going, and it doesn't help when the running game's not going either. North Texas coming out and avoiding the trap game here at home. A 21-0 advantage, 21-3. Not a perfect half by any means, but not too many complaints from head coach Stevie Balls. We got our head down, we're grinding, we're making smart plays, good throws, not turning the ball over, and we're playing good defense. Now, to open up the half, South Florida would find the end zone, but so would Bryce Baker. And I'm thinking, from the 1 yard line, that might be our tush push, the QB blast. I think that might be just a little bit OP, especially if the defense lines up a certain way. And right now, I'm using it because I want to get Heisman conversations as Terrell Washington is going to break this one long. And we would have to settle for 3. With 6 minutes left, South Florida not completely out of it. But just like the rest of this game, we are relying on our defense to step up and make a big play. 3rd and 6. Does that big play come here? Garfield having a much better second half than first half. He is pressured, has to get rid of it, and it's straight to J.J. Jean Lewis having a phenomenal day defensively. The 14-point advantage would continue, and North Texas has the ball deep into South Florida territory. Talon Shedetron gets enough space on that one. And here is 4th and goal from the 1. Bobby Frederick, the athlete, true freshman, not the fastest kid in the world, but he is bulky. He catches passes, and we give him his first career touchdown right there. North Texas gets revenge from last year's loss, and it is a 41-17 point blowout. Bryce Baker, a great game from the redshirt freshman, number 17, putting on for the home crowd. And this is just another step closer to getting back to the American Conference Championship and hopefully having another shot in the college football playoff. Bryce Baker, 21 for 27, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Seth McGowan, 51 yards. Terrell Washington once again out-rushing Seth McGowan by yardage. You guys have been saying he's better. I think they're both strong. Bobby Frederick gets his first touchdown. Glenn Bell got a touchdown. He led us in receiving yards above guys like Chaz Nimrod and Talon Shedetron. True freshman tight end Glenn Bell popping out. And defensively, really good day all around. J.J. Jean-Lewis, Jordan Matthews both got picks, tackles. J.J. Jean-Lewis, Jackson Latuama, and then Jaden Williams, Avion Carter, and Ethan Weslowski getting some sacks for us. We are getting our gym commit. Bryce Bryant could potentially be. I don't think anyone's running, and we also get Max Petonio, 3-star left tackle. I don't think anyone's actively competing for Bryce Baker with the starting job next season, but like anything's possible. You don't know how good Bryce Bryant's going to come in. He could just end up being a really good backup. We don't know. Our next game is going to be against UTSA, another team that's not had the best season, but they have been playing, I was going to say they've been playing better. They are on a 4-game losing streak. Not bad per se, but if we lose this game, that would be a dumb game to drop. And Boise State's still the only other undefeated team, but we are now getting the rank above them in the conference standings. I'm not exactly sure why. East Carolina, Tulane with 2 losses, UAB and Memphis with 1, still technically in conference championship contention. Temple, Army, Rice, USF not having great days, and that's all right. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometime. But here in the college football playoff, we are number 11 right now. And as I can see, it does not look like Boise's in. So it is more than likely going to come down to the conference champion, which is kind of what you expect in the American Conference. It's a blessing to even get in to the college football playoff, but I feel like we are putting together a pretty solid resume with only 1 loss to an SEC school. You can't be mad at that. We're blowing out teams in our conference. We are looking like a Big 12 team for next season, which is the ultimate goal right now. This is a look at your top 25 right now. We're above some good programs. We're above Boise State. We're above South Carolina, Arizona State, Michigan, Alabama, Ole Miss, Louisville, Clemson, Houston, Boston College. Those are some good teams. And looking at some other big games around the league, you got Tennessee, LSU, Duke, Virginia Tech, Auburn, and Florida. And here we go. Last game of the video, home against UTSA, the Road Runners, coming in at 4-6. They're still bowl eligible, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to compete for a bowl game, trying to get an upset here on the road. We're trying to pad stats, if I'm being honest. We're trying to pad stats, and we are trying to get that next conference win so we can finish out the year and go back to the conference championship, defend our American Conference Championship title. Here is 1st and 10 from the shotgun. We got Baker taking the snap here. Gonna try and scramble out. Look at that speed. He's gonna find the edge. Baker is gonna beat 2 defenders. How did he get around him? For the first touchdown of the day, we have unlocked the scrambling ability of Bryce Baker, an absolute speed demon who has the arm strength of Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, whoever you want to compare him to. This kid is legit, and he just makes the defense stutter. He makes them stop and just question their life decisions as he makes a big play here. 7-0 start here for North Texas. How does the defense respond? There is a big hit in the backfield. That is Avion Carter, one of the leaders on this defense, a senior, doing a great job. 3rd and 15. We would get the stop there on that opening drive. Baker feeling pressure, gonna lead the way, and there is Glenn Bell, a true freshman tight end star. I hope is sticking around his whole collegiate career. An absolute animal. Terrell Washington out of the backfield. Screener is going to juke a man. Broke his ankles. That was dirty. Bryce Baker already with 50 yards in the first quarter. And it's an underwhelming first quarter, but our defense does its job, and we are 1 for 1 on offensive drives. And look at how good our defense is doing. They got 10 yards of offense so far. 1 third down conversion. I'm not mad at that. That is okay. That's football. That happens. Now can we go up 2 possessions here? 1st and 10. We got 1-on-1 for Shedetron. Eyeing that there. Eyeing Coleman on the other side. It's not there. We're going to hit Glenn Bell, who's got another spacey separation play right there to get us to 1st and goal. UTSA trying to conserve some clock. They want to have a shot at getting some points. Baker We're calling the route for him. QB draw. Does he have it? No one's even close to him. Bryce Baker's breakout game as a runner. Unreal. 2 touchdowns in this first half, and they both belong to our quarterback. Number 17, Bryce Baker. It's 14-0 going into halftime. North Texas up to the number 14 team in the country, and it's just been all-around dominance. I would like some more scoring, but so far, our defense is doing phenomenal. Our offense, we're running the ball with Bryce Baker, and I'm okay with that. 3rd and 5. Can UTSA get something going here? Motion man. Shotgun snap is approaching. Here it is, lefty, and that is going to be sacked right away. A 3rd down stop again. Jalen Dargan, the senior, an absolute madman. And here comes the punt on 4th and 9. It's going to be to our return man, Talon Shetatron, the best playmaker on this team. He's got a block. He's going to cut it back the other way. The blocking is perfect. Shetatron! A punt return at home for number 2. And that is a great way to open up this second half, sucking the soul right out of UTSA's offense. No Didward. What a phenomenal play there from number 2, the senior transfer, Talon Shetatron. You could argue the most important player on this team. His playmaking ability is fantastic. 21-0 now. Read option. That's actually a pretty decent scramble there from QB1, but it's on the ground! And this defense steps up and makes another big play. If this defense continues playing this phenomenal and our offense can stay dynamic, there's no reason we can't win a national title year 2 with this 70 overall ass squad. Now we are playing against UTSA, so I do gotta slow my roll up a little bit, but Green Bane Jazz Nimrod! Number 84, Chaz Nimrod, adding to the score there. 28-0, Seth McGowan, do you get your anytime touchdown? What a pancake block. 35-0, the rails are coming off for UTSA. And if this is any indication about what we're doing next season, it would take a lot for me to stay in the American Conference. I feel like, look at us there, number 14, Boise, number 19, number 18. Yeah, we got to keep our eye on them. We might see them in the conference championship, especially if we win this game. Be hard to blow it at this point. But man, I think the Big 12's calling our name. I think we got to play more competitive ball. Here is our backups in now for the 4th quarter. Tommy Maher delivered from the backup quarterback. That is going to be Evan Bullock. A great throw, a great route run, and Tommy Maher, our wide receiver 4, taking advantage of his rare playing time. 1-play touchdown. Here is Bullock again. He's going to go back to Maher. Maher! Number 10, the transfer from Kentucky, brings that one down. A leap of faith. My goodness, Tommy Maher making a impression and a statement known, saying, head coach Stevie Balls, I mean, that's how you make an impression in garbage time. He wants some reps. That's how you got your eyes on Tommy Maher now. And Miles Coleman, while he is useful, maybe that is someone we could try splitting reps with to see if Tommy Maher is the real deal. Bryce Baker, really good game, no interceptions. Love to see that. Seth McGowan had a touchdown. Terrell Washington, Bobby Frederick got some good yards going in garbage time. Terrell Washington only had to touch the rock 4 times in the running game. Bryce Baker, of course, was our star in the running game. Terrell Washington got involved in the receiving game. As I'm talking down on Miles Coleman, he had 6 catches today, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. But Tommy Maher was our leading receiver on the day in garbage time back-to-back. Thank you guys for watching. We are nearing the end of year 2. Expect more videos to be crunking out soon. Another left tackle, 3-star commit. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the subscribers, by the way. We got 2 new more subs. So I appreciate you guys. Share with your friends and stay blessed.